Ho-ho! And just for kicks, I'll just take the crystal ball top off here. Let's put this green ball top on as well. Feels absolutely... Hello and welcome to another NihongoGamer video. As you know, I've been using this arcade stick a lot recently, but there's one thing that I can't really customize too easily, and it's the lever ball on here. As you can see, I've got red buttons, blue buttons, yellow buttons, black buttons. You can get different surrounds. You can have like crystal surrounds or white surrounds or black surrounds. So all the customization you could want to do on the buttons, no problem. But this stick, because they chose to invent their own version of the Phreakmodz link called the Link 2, this thing comes off very easily, but you cannot actually put any ball on here that you want. Basically, what I want to show you today is I went out and I bought an actual Phreakmodz link because I'm told that you can just take the stick off the Victrix, you take the lever portion off, and replace it with a Phreakmodz link part, and I think that means that you can use any ball top that you want. With the Victrix, I actually don't know if you can use anything except this original plastic one that comes with the Victrix Pro. So I'll just switch you briefly over to this screen here, just show you that this is the stick that comes off here. What concerns me is that if I put this Phreakmodz link on here, will it get too big? Will it get too long? Okay, it's not coming out right. If I take this, the Phreakmodz link, which I purchased here in Japan for the grand total of 3,240 yen, which is I think $28-ish. I'm worried that if I put this attachment on here, that it's going to sit taller. I mean, I guess it's not a big difference, but I just want to make sure that I'm not changing the whole game up completely. I want to just use a standard height lever, and the lever height that I've got here just seems to work really well for me. Let's just zoom in here on the stick. Let's see if I can find out how tall this is actually sitting. All right, so I've got the stick like this. See if I can show you. No, I do need a straight edge. This trackpad will do. Trying to do this without scratching the arcade stick as well. 5.7 centimeters off the surface of the stick, so not including this plastic lever, this plastic washer here. Let's go ahead and unbox the Phreakmodz link. Now I've got it in chrome, and it was for the Sanwa JLF, and which I believe this is a Sanwa JLF. Looks like on here, I'm gonna be very careful that I don't scratch my stick in the process. There's an instruction manual, but who needs it? Essentially, I could install the shaft as well, but I think all I need is this top portion, like so. I believe that if I just take this off, get rid of the stem, hopefully I can actually just plug this straight into the Victrix Pro, because I believe these interfaces are exactly the same. So let's try it. Here we go. Ho-ho! It does work, which means that I can now take this out and put my own ball top on here. So I've actually bought a couple ball tops as well. The first one is green. I got green since I don't already have green on here. The only problem is that because I use a green screen, I have a feeling that if I go back over here, yeah, it's gonna go, it goes clear. It goes clear because it's green and it gets picked up by the green screen. So I'm not sure if I'll actually use this one. The other one I got is clear. So these are standard Sanwa ball tops. As you can see, same size as the ball top that I've already got, but with one crucial difference. It screws into a normal Sanwa post, like so. So I just screw this in here, and there should be no gap between the stick and the ball. There you go. So no gap. If I were to use this ball top on the original Victrix lever, it would actually jut out a little bit, and I'll show you why. So I'm putting the Allen key in here and unscrewing this Victrix ball top. Here we go. I may have shown you this in the original video, I can't actually remember, but this is the ball top that you get with the Victrix. Can you see it's countersunk in? And the reason it's done that is so that the height is correct when you've got it like this, and I guess maybe they just wanted some extra height clearance so that there'd be no gap. As you can see on the original Phreakmodz link, there's kind of a weird shape to it, but I think with the Victrix they wanted it to be a straight shaft. Nothing but the shaft. We'll know whether the height is different after I put this on here, like this. Woohoo! Feels okay so far. Now we need to test whether it's actually the same height. Metal on metal, this is really not a good idea. 5.7. It's exactly the same. Brilliant. Okay, so it's 5.7 centimeters. No need to worry. So by having the Victrix ball top countersunk, it does make it the exact same height as the Phreakmodz link. But let's say that you didn't buy a Phreakmodz link. Let's say you just put a ball top onto the Victrix stick. So for example, if I take this normal Sunwa ball top and I put it onto the Victrix stick, as you can see, there's a slight strange gap here. So this is the original Victrix lever with a standard Sunwa ball, but it's not countersunk, and so you have this extra gap. Oh yeah, that feels weird. No, that's definitely higher than it's meant to be. Okay, hang on, that's weird. Time to measure it again. So scientific. 6.4. 6.4 centimeters. Yikes! Basically, I didn't actually know for sure whether this was going to be exactly the right height, but it seems like if you take a Sunwa ball top, a standard colorful ball top that you can buy at any arcade parts store, and you put it on the original Victrix Link 2, then it's going to be too tall. And you know, you could just get used to it, I suppose, but it wouldn't be what was intended. The intended height is like this, with the Victrix lever and the countersunk ball. In order to get the correct height, which is a rough, it looks like it's 5.7 millimeters off the base, off the top panel of your arcade stick, then you need to make sure that you've got this Victrix countersunk ball. Now, I don't know if they're going to sell these separately, and I don't know if there's other manufacturers who make balls like this, but personally, just for the ease of customization, I'm just going to stick probably with this Phreakmodz, original Phreakmodz Link lever, and just stick this in here. Now, I guess what I need now is the washer. I'm just going to borrow the washer from the original Victrix Link 2. And I'm just going to slide this in here. The only problem, as you can see with the Phreakmodz Link, there's no way to have it secured on here. With the Victrix Link 2, there's a slight lip here on the edge, and that prevents this plastic washer from falling off, even when you take the ball top off. But with the Victrix, when you take this off, you may lose the washer. So I'm just going to slide this on here, put the Phreakmodz Link original on here, pull up on the buckle, and we're locked in place. We're not going anywhere. It does feel a little strange. It's going to take a little getting used to, since there's a slightly different shape here, but that's not going to affect my performance, I don't think. All right, time to test it. So I've got the stick plugged into the PlayStation, and I've got my Under Night In-Birth. I'm just trying out lots of new characters, and it's really weird because actually I played Aurea in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, but I never actually learned how to use her in the original game that she comes from, Under Night In-Birth. So you can see now I've got the new Phreakmodz Link. Well, it's actually came before the Victrix Link, but whatever. I can take that out and I can put the original Victrix Link in that came with the stick, and exactly the same height. Feels exactly the same. It's just that I'm stuck with this one color option until Victrix creates some countersunk ball tops that I can buy as an option. So just, if I go in here and I just press a few buttons, feels totally normal. And then if I take it off, go back in here, no problem. Feels absolutely fine. It feels exactly the same. I think there's not really any way that you could feel any difference apart from maybe like the reverberation of the thickness of the material. The stick is the same height, and actually the mechanism below has nothing to do with this. This is just the quick release mechanism, but the stick inside is still a Sunwa JLF lever that I'm using in here, stick. And so it should feel exactly the same, and fortunately it does. I was worried that maybe, I don't know, it was heavier or lighter, or it would feel a little bit different, but it does feel exactly the same, and as you can see, the heights are exactly the same as well. And just for kicks, I'll just take the crystal ball top off here. Let's put this green ball top on as well. Let's see how that looks. See, this is the joy of having the original Phreakmodz Link, because you can put any Sunwa ball top on that you want and have it be the correct height. Oh, and I'm not forgetting to put the washer back on as well. And there we go. Now I've got a green ball top. Brilliant. And yeah, it does look a little bit strange. It's not really the most perfectly matched up color scheme of all time, but if you are interested in knowing whether you can buy a Victrix Pro FS arcade stick and just change it out for the Phreakmodz Link, you don't actually need to install this shaft, because this shaft, as far as I'm aware, is identical to the same one that comes with the Victrix. So this is the Phreakmodz Link shaft. As far as I know, this is exactly the same, because I'm having no trouble trying to pull it off. It's not coming loose. Absolutely no problem. If you want to take it off, you would have to grab this shaft, pull up on the buckle, and take it out. Brilliant. Well, I'm really happy because, as you know, I like to customize these things. It's most of the joy, to be honest. I mean, I love fighting games as well, but almost I was gonna say almost all the joy. A lot of the joy of playing fighting games for me is this customization aspect. Well, that's pretty much all I have to show you. I was just very keen to see whether it would feel any different and if it would be a different height. But fortunately, according to Tape Measure Kun over here, this stick, the Phreakmodz Link with a standard Sanwa ball top, and the Victrix Link 2 with the countersunk ball top are the exact same height. The only thing is that if you want to use these custom colors, like I've got a clear ball top here, or I've got a green ball top here, there's hundreds of different colors, combinations that you can buy from various different makers. This is the standard design. A ball with a screw coming straight out the bottom of it. A screw hole coming straight out the bottom of it. But if you have the Victrix Link 2, you're going to have to buy one of these countersunk ball tops, and I don't actually know if Victrix have any plans to make more of these countersunk ball tops in different colors. Honestly, if they did, I think that would be quite cool, and then you could buy it and you could use it with the original one. But until that day comes, you can actually go straight out, spend about $28, that's how much it costs in Japan, to buy one of these Phreakmodz Link. This is the original one that the guy made, and I think that's pretty much where the design, I was told that the design for the Link 2 actually comes from the original Phreakmodz Link 1. You can just go out and buy the original Phreakmodz Link, put any color ball top on as you like I've done. I've got this green one here. Slide it in and you're good to go, and it feels exactly the same. Brilliant. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share the links and all that great stuff. I have actually started live streaming again, so I've got a couple live streams on Twitch this week, and later this week I'll probably be streaming on YouTube as well. Anyway, this video could be viewed at any particular time, so if you want to know when the live streams are, join the Discord or keep an eye on my Twitter, or there's on the community tab for YouTube, I actually post a JPEG with the schedule saying which days and for how long I'll be streaming each time. Gonna be playing some fighting games and some Super Mario Maker 2. It's been good fun so far. Looking forward to more of it. See you in the next NihongoGamer video.